Good morning, listeners, and so appreciative of your time and of your interest in hearing what we talk about on my podcast. Today, I am asking you to answer a question to yourself. Do you speak to yourself every day? And do you speak to yourself, most importantly, first thing in the morning? It is important in all parts of the day. Specifically, you actually tell yourself the day before, the night before, what you're going to think about when you get up first thing in the morning. So let's think about Sunday nights, or a lot of people refer to Sunday nights as the Sunday night blues. And I would say this to you, reframe that, because you're not starting at the starting line. You're starting way back behind the line. So that doesn't make any sense, does it? So I really want to just emphasize how important it is to speak to yourself every day and every evening prior to going to bed. There's a lot of studies that have been done in personal development that say if you write down your plan on a Sunday night for the week, your brain just knows. It's kind of like your internal post-it note. It knows it needs to be done, as does in the morning when you walk into your office, whether it's home or away from home, and you review your goals and you see them, you write them, but you instinctually know, got to do it, got to do it. And the important part of all of this is the fact that you're talking to yourself and you're motivating yourself. You're stepping into your now, today, which is going to bring the accomplishments and the ambition that you've put into it into your future. So it's so important to really speak into yourself and think about how bombarded we are every day with outside words in social media, in the news, in movies, in sitcom, and in beliefs, even in our own family and friends. Outside influence into you, yourself. I'm advocating to you today, friend, that you really speak into yourself. And so morning talks are really, really important. And you get to decide what those consist of. I think I shared, if you listened to last week's podcast on my morning routine, very much about self-talk and who I decide to let into my ears when I first get up in the morning and who I first speak out to, and the gratitude that I have and the thankfulness I have to God. I believe in God, because those are my words and my truisms. And in the morning, it has been shown that you are the most open to receiving because you've rested, you've let go of any kind of resistance by sleeping. So really getting into these practices and taking care of yourself. And it's not a lot. It's a necessity. It doesn't have to be a massive amount of time, but it really is a massive amount of quality that you will gain and glean from doing this. When you have a pre-thought and a pre-programmed mind, you already are, your garment is set, your internal navigation system is set. So what are you doing? Think about this morning. Let's just start with today. This morning when you woke up, most importantly, how did you feel? If you felt great, what were your last thoughts? What was your last activity last night? If you didn't feel great, acknowledge it. What was your last thought? What was your last activity last night? And see if there's a correlation there for you. I bet there is. So some of the things that you can be doing and you can start to be doing is you can be being thankful. Being thankful opens up an arena of receiving, because if you're thankful, you can just feel the energy. You can feel the open air. When you're grateful, and maybe share some reasons why you're thankful and grateful to whomever, the universe, the sky, the outdoors, your God, my God, right? Whatever is your decision. Meditation, and that really is quieting the mind. And I have people say this to me all the time. And I'll be honest with you, when I first started meditating about 5, 6 years ago, I worked so hard at meditating. And then I learned a valuable lesson. It's all about being able to not have a lot of judgment around something you're thinking. And one of the best ideas I've ever heard, if you're not doing a guided meditation, because guided meditations really will keep you guided. And if you choose to try and go without a guided meditation, turn on an air conditioner or a dishwasher or a washing machine, because you have no judgment about the sound of those things. And it really will help you just get into a deep state of relaxation and calm. For those of you that have listened to my podcast or understand a lot about the brain, right? It's the most influential part of the mind is the alpha brain waves. And that is really where you are conscious, but you are in the subconscious mind. And that is just a deep state of relaxation. I can tell you, I've been doing alpha meditations since the first of the year. Well, December, so before the first of the year. And I am just addicted to the calm, to the relaxation, to the joy of feeling my mind opening up and just being. It's just been a game changer for me. So journaling is another, it's a must. Knowing how you feel, taking time to express your feelings, not having to depend on a phone call or a conversation or a moment, or gaining some time, making sure you're talking to the right person about the subject. If you're not journaling, I really encourage you to start. Does it have to be a massive amount of journal? No. Can it be? Yes. You get to decide. And that's the most empowering part of this entire conversation. This is you speaking to yourself, into yourself every day. Exercise, so important. If you don't move the body, the muscle, the brain is the biggest muscle in the body, but the activation of the other muscles that connect with the brain just gives you that heightened state of serotonin, dopamine, all the feel-good fluids that are in your body that help you have a joyful, progressive, ambitious, goal-setting, achieving day. And good nutrition. What you put in depends on how you react. So it's really a 2-day prior. What you ate is going to affect what you did, even the amount of water you take in. So on Saturday, if you were extremely lacking in your water, then today you're probably very dehydrated. And if you're in a season where there's a lot of weather, or there's a lot of inclement weather, or even allergens, boy, just know that if you're suffering from that kind of stuff, think about your hydration. But it really is a 2-day before that affects the way you're feeling today. So many good things. And I'm hoping that this provides some insights for you and some up leveling if you're already doing a lot of these things. And if you have some things that weren't mentioned, I would love to get some of your ideas, because I just heard a phenomenal idea that I took and I started implementing into my morning routine just 4 days ago, listening to Bible verses while I'm getting dressed and brushing my teeth off of YouTube. And it has been absolutely wonderful for both Dale and I. So, we are a community, we are connected. We all share in our collaboration of greatness. And that's truly why this podcast was brought to life, was to be able to share and to collaborate and to uplift and up-level and inspire our dreams. So friends, thank you for tuning in today. As always, I am so grateful and so gifted to have the relationships and the friendships that I have. And I can just say to you this, thank you. Peace out.